Alright. So I've been trying just about all morning and early afternoon to try to get this video posted where I'm recording the PlayStation app on my phone while I do this step by step. Unfortunately, the audio is not working, so no one could hear anything. And I don't know how to fix it. So I'm tired of messing with all this shit. So for anybody who's watching, if you're having trouble connecting to network settings, because if you look up at the top right corner, it says NAT status strict. Some of you may experience the NAT status that says offline. Strict and offline is NAT stat, or is a NAT type 3. That's what strict is. A NAT type 1 is an open status, and a type 2 NAT is your moderate. And type 3 is obviously strict again. So this is just going to be an audio on how to correct it. It's very easy, very simple. It's not very complicated. I'm going to try to keep it as very short, simple, so you can remember it, or you can watch this YouTube video as you're going step by step. I unfortunately have to just stay on this screen and talk you guys through it. So the first thing you need to do, your PlayStation Network subscription. I don't know how everybody buys their subscription or whatever. You need to go to the yellow plus symbol, go to your subscription, and make sure that you have the premium PlayStation Plus subscription, the premium subscription. It's not going to work with any other lower tier subscription. You have to have the premium. For anyone that does the month-to-month subscriptions, you're in the best of luck, because you get to go and upgrade for the remainder of the month, which I believe is only a couple of bucks. So less than $10, and you can upgrade to the premium. So once you have upgraded your subscription to the premium network subscription, excuse me, you're gonna go to the hub where you have all your game apps. Go to the Ghost Recon app, and don't go into the app, but hit the start button. And this part's gonna freak a lot of you out, but go down to the save and upload data, whatever it says. Click on that and make sure you upload and apply to all, and then hit upload to save all your data. Now, it's not a big deal if you don't do this step, but it should help you when you get back into the game, and I'll explain why after the fact. Excuse me. Alright, once you've gotten your premium subscription, or you've upgraded to your premium subscription and you've saved your data, I want you to go to the delete and delete Ghost Recon Wildlands off of your PlayStation 5. Once you delete the game, I want you to go all the way to your right on a PS5. On a PS4, I don't remember, but go to your game library. Go to your collection, find your Ghost Recon Wildlands game, and push X. Now when the screen pops up, you're going to see two options. If you did this correctly, you'll see two options. The first one's going to be download, and then right next to it you'll see the yellow plus sign with the word stream. Do not, I repeat, do not download the game. Go over to the yellow stream and push X. Stream Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, once you hit stream, you'll have to Google how to transfer the saved data to the streaming part of it It's not that complicated. It's just I'm trying to keep this short and get everybody back into the game that's having problems, so Google that part on your own. But when you start the first time streaming Ghost Recon Wildlands, instead of downloading it, it's going to start off like you've never played it before. So you're not going to be able to sit there and push the X button and skip through all these different screens until you get to the main lobby. You have to watch all of it again. You'll even have to watch the beginning of the trailer where you're in the helicopter with Karen Bowman flying until the red circle pops up to hold it to skip it. After you skip it, you're going to eventually come to a screen where it says create your character. Don't worry about creating a character. Go down and hit save character or whatever the bottom option is. Then it's going to go to the next screen, which is going to load you straight into the campaign. Now this is just how the game starts when you first bought it and you downloaded it and you hit play it for the first time, the campaign. That's what everybody watched and everybody saw in the process of getting into the game. Hit start, go down and exit back to the main menu. When you get back to the main menu lobby, go down to Ghost War and hit X. 100% guaranteed when you get into the lobby, you're going to have an open NAT 1 status. And you can play. I wouldn't recommend hosting, and if you don't know what that means, don't invite people to come into your lobby. If you know your friends are on, join on them and play. Reason being is because your internet is streaming the game, so it's using your internet, plus your console's connected to Wi-Fi. So you're going to have some minor latency in the gameplay. It might be a little frustrating, but you got to think and remember, you can either be sitting there like I am right now on this screen where it says strict. I hadn't looked up and down yet, so it may have flickered back to moderate and back to strict or whatever. May not have, but at least you'll be able to play. So there's also, I forgot to tell you, when you go into the stream or you push stream, it's going to do some of these weird looking screens, but just follow the prompts, do what it says or whatever. And like I said, when you get into the campaign, just hit start, back out to the lobby and go into Ghost War, and you're not going to have to hesitate on nothing. Hit search, find a match right away. The computer or the graphics on the stream are not as good as the actual download version, but because of the age of Ghost Recon Wildlands, going on 8 years now, it came out on March 17, 2017, and it's just the servers are in a destruction stage where they're going to self disintegrate over time, and there's no way to fix it. And all the frame rates, and it was built on 60 gigahertz, and I believe it was 1040 frames per second. So it's all very, very low anyway. And there, no, Ubisoft is not gonna fix this game. I mean, the only way to fix it is to make a new game of it and just call it remastered, which I seriously doubt they're gonna do. But good news is Project Over is expected to be released in fall of this year. If you have any questions about it not working or about the premium subscription, you just have to make sure you have the premium subscription, the PlayStation subscription, and then go back to or delete the game off your game console, and go back to the game library and find the game again, and then instead of downloading it, hit stream. You do not want to you do not want to download it no more. Just you'll have to stream it. And then and then also, after you do all the getting into everything, like I said, when you save your data, it's not a big deal. It's not because you'll lose your data. It's automatically saved to the cloud. What I was mentioning it for is like when we figured this out, BMG-OG-NELSON, he's back, by the way, and we need to give him the credit for finding this out. We spent probably the past 8 days, probably a couple hours a day, trying every freaking thing you can imagine until he figured this out and or heard about it and shared it with me. And we tried it last night, like at midnight, and it worked. So we played a couple of games and called it a night, and it's worked ever since today. So I'm sharing it with all of you. So make sure you share the video with your friends. I don't care if you're a friend or an enemy. You know, I'd rather have you guys on the game and we battle it out on the game. And that's what it's about, is trying to relax and have fun. We all got to stop the trash talking and shit talking, though. That stuff's getting ridiculous. Just because you lose, it's a game. I lose too. But if y'all got any problems, you got any questions, drop a comment down below. And once I get a notification, I'll respond back to you. So you'll have to make sure you go back to the video periodically to read my response, because you're not going to get a notification that I replied to you. So again, quickly, to recap everything: get a premium subscription, save your data, delete the game, go to game library, do not download the game, stream the game. And then one last thing I almost forgot. If you don't save your data after you Google how to download it to your stream, Ghost Recon Wildlands, then when you start in Ghost War, if you've had your 3 presets to a certain camo and your guns to a certain camo and all your perks on a certain camo and certain guns and certain pistols, you're gonna have to go back and reselect all that crap, reconfigure and customize every character and every preset. So I'm just trying to help save you the trouble. So when y'all get into the game again after you stream it and you're actually shocked, like, holy shit, Hush was right, please come back to the comments and just comment something like, yo, Hush, you and Nelson were right, appreciate it, or something, and make sure you hit that like button. Alright, peace out, y'all.